Welcome back. We're going to be taking some time now to go over the psychology current event paper assignment, what we need to prepare for. Uh, Approximately 2 pages of content are going to be required for this particular assignment. It can be double spaced, and it should be. The cover page and reference page are not included in this count of 2 pages of content. So you have a cover page, the content for the assignment, and then a reference page. A sample is provided in Canvas, as well as other writing tools, including the APA for academic writing, is also located in your Canvas site. So, Psychology News Current Event Assignment. This is about psychology in the media, newspapers, radio, TV, internet news stories, things of that nature. The goal of this assignment is to find current events, research, and other media that relate to the concepts of psychology and to get practice applying the concepts. For preparation, you can use the following steps. Step 1. Using the resources identified below or other reputable resources, find a journal, newspaper, or magazine articles or news story on television that demonstrate concepts in psychology. Here are some resources that you can use to find articles. These links are also available to you on Canvas site. PsychPort, PsychCentral.com, and New York Times. So if you go to these particular links, articles that you find located there are most likely okay, meaning they are reputable sources. You can use other sources, but be sure they are reliable. Do not use blog entries or sources that reflect personal philosophies rather than scientific ideas. You will turn in the source you found as a copy of the article or a link to the article or media. Note, for any source, please check with the instructor to confirm the appropriateness of current event topic or source. The basic idea here is it's not coming from these 3 sources listed here. And if you're not really sure if it's a reliable source, contact the instructor. After you've identified an appropriate current event, you're going to communicate the identity of the author, where and how the source was obtained. Step 2. You should summarize the information selected in 1 paragraph or so. Write in at least 1 complete paragraph, a descriptive summary of your selected source. What was the source? Who was the author? What is it about? What it communicated? What was the goal of the communication? And so on. Step 3. Using the psychology textbook, find concepts that relate to the source you found. If you need help determining which aspects of psychology it relates to, see me. What psychological concepts did the selected source illustrate or communicate? Step 4. Review all the information you've obtained and all the information produced from the previous steps. Once you've determined related concepts and have identified all relevant concepts with an explanation of how the psychological topics apply to your selected source, you can start pulling the stuff together to write your paper. The cover page should look like this. Psychology News Current Event Assignment, the title of the course and course section for you, being presented to me, your name, and then Department of Psychology, Fayetteville State University with the date. So basically, after the cover page, we have the content page. Starting on the first content page, no more than 2 pages, not including the cover or reference page. In a brief paragraph, communicate the authorship, where and how you selected your current event source. 2, in at least 1 complete paragraph, summarize the article or material, what was communicated in your source, what was the purpose of the communication. 3, in at least 1 paragraph, discuss the psychological concepts and ideas as they relate to the material you obtained as a current event source. Explain how your selected material represents the identified psychological concepts. So basically, once that's all done, you put it together in a paper format. And remember, there is a sample on your Canvas site to show you how it can be done. How will it be graded? This quick grading rubric sort of gives us an idea of how we're going to look at the paper in order to give you some sort of assessment of your performance. First of all, did you have a reliable source? Basically, the reliableness of the source is the key factor there. It can be approved by me if necessary, but if you get it from something that you know to be a reliable source, that's fine. Is it properly formatted cover page followed by required paper organization? Did you follow the instructions as I outlined them with the cover page and the items that you need to cover in the paper? Properly formatted citations and references in the references section. So you have the APA format document provided to you as well to give you some idea as to how you can sort of cite these types of things. Paper free of spelling and grammatical errors. Does the paper flow well? Is it easy to read? The key items are going to be was there an adequate introduction of the article and the current event source? Did you successfully summarize the article or current event source? And did you correctly relate the content of the article or current event source to the proper psychological theories and principles? Here's a sample article. So you can see this article was about U.S. adults who binge drink are drinking even more, the study says, by Shelby Erdman, CNN, with the date located there. So here's just a few screenshots from the article that was obtained from the internet source. It talks about such things as alcohol, which of course is going to be very relevant to chapter 3 on consciousness in the two-track mind. We also see under the second paragraph statistics being communicated. On average, from 472 in 2011 to 529 in 2017, that's a 12% increase. So they're talking about behavioral risk factors and what the research says from 2011 to 2017. It also further talks about serious health risk. The number of drinks consumed during binge has also increased. The study also noted significant increases among people with lower education levels and household incomes, such things as socioeconomic disparities. So these are just highlighting some of the key ideas of statements and noting them so you can easily look at them. So as you look through your current event source or article, you can do something similar just to help prepare you to summarize and complete the assignment.